Hello and welcome to Tennis Asia TV. You've joined me for this preview and prediction for the upcoming fourth round clash between Alexandra Eala of the Philippines and Jasmine Paolini of Italy. This is really quite an interesting clash, and it comes just after Alex having won that dramatic match. Well, it was quite dramatic in spite of it being a straight sets victory. It was a 7-6, 6-2 win for the Filipina over the reigning champion Iga Swiatek. And actually, it was, as I say, in spite of a straight sets win, it was, a first set tiebreak. It went 11-9. It was very dramatic. And then even in that second set, it was she had to save break points when serving it out at 5-2, but she did get it done, winning 7-6, 6-2. And sets up this clash against Paolini, who, by the way, is a former runner-up at Wimbledon back in 2024. She went all the way to the final and lost out to Barbora Krejcikova. And of course, it was Barbora Krejcikova who Alex faced in the opening match of Wimbledon last year and lost out to her. But of course, she'll be looking to go further this time, and let's see, she has actually obviously come into the fourth round. That previous match against Krejcikova was a loss, and that was her only other time in the Wimbledon main draw. So second appearance in the Wimbledon main draw, and she's now in the fourth round and never been this far. And you got to say, she's looking really good, and she's had a great grass season. Let's actually talk about that because Alex's grass season, her form coming into this, and what it means. So just using the simple Google info because that's all we need right now. So there you go. You've got first of all, it was the Birmingham Classic, the Birmingham Open, where Alex Eala won the title. It's just a WTA 125 title, but I really think that got the ball rolling for Alex. I mean, we know that she had done well on grass in the previous year. Last year, she got to the final and lost that tight final against Maya Joint. But this time, after losing at the French Open early, she decided to head to Birmingham, which was held during that tournament during the second week of the French Open. And she'd done really well. I mean, she come through winning her first three matches in straight sets. Difficult match in the semi-final against Masarova, and a really tough final against Bartonkova, who has shown the young Czech player how talented she is. Also recently pushed Sabalenka to 3 sets. But it was Alex who came from a set down, and she went down an early break, I think, in that second set, but then came roaring back and just shows the mental fortitude she has. And she ended up playing some really good tennis as the match went on. And deserved title there. And then she went to Queen's Club for the HSB Championships. After a good start against Zhang, she lost out to Iga Swiatek, who, of course, is a great player, 18-year-old, on the rise from the US and a friend of Alex's. Swiatek was too good. And she's also another player that suits the grass courts and is doing really well in this Wimbledon and can go far. So she went on to Berlin, though, the WTA 500 event. She opened up against Donna Vekic, who was the Queen's Club champion, and she beat her in straight sets. It was a great performance. And then goes on to the round of 16, where she also takes out the world number 2, the second seed there, Elena Rybakina, in straight sets. And then goes on to beat Svitolina, 6th seed in straight sets, who had also been having a tremendous year. Now, she lost out to Noskova, another player similarly, similar, not too dissimilar stylistically to Iga Swiatek, who she lost to. And Noskova was a player that had hammered Eala before earlier this year. This match went a little bit better, but it was still Noskova, outplaying Eala, making it very difficult with her serve and her first strike tennis. And in the end, though, you'd have to say still a great run for Alex to the semi-finals there. And then Bad Homburg is the tournament in Germany just after that, but I think Alex was quite tired after having played so many matches recently, obviously with the Birmingham run, and then going to England, and then good run in Berlin. I don't think she was quite at her best against Elise Martins, but she comes to Wimbledon, and after having had a fairly comfortable win against Zarazua in the first round, she struggled initially against Maya Joint, but came roaring back. I mean, not too dissimilar to that match against Bartenkova, but I mean, yeah, in the end, a great victory for her, and it just set it up for a great match against Iga on centre court. And what a tough match it was. I mean, she had to come through a lot of diversity. Alex, that first set she was up 5-3, having got the broke, and then was serving out. Failed to take it then and had a set point, and then Iga came back and it went to a tie break, and again she had to save a couple set points for Iga's set points, and eventually 11-9 she takes it and just showed great mentality really to get it done. And then she sort of kicked into gear, to a higher gear in that second set. At the start of it, she came roaring out of the blocks, and she was actually looking much more relaxed, and she was hitting some great shots. And Iga did put up a fight towards the end of that set, but it was Alex who, really just impressive the way she hit, she was able to stay strong and keep the mental strength to take her over the line, and sets up this nice match against Jasmine. And against Jasmine, her preparation for this tournament was less than ideal. She did play in Eastbourne just before, but then lost in straight sets to Tatiana Maria. I mean, of course, Tatiana Maria, great grass player. I think she went on to the final there. So, I mean, Tatiana presents her own challenges with the way she slices the ball. She's uniquely good on grass. So it's disappointing for Paolini, but maybe not something you can read too much into about how she's going to do in this matchup against Alex. I mean, Paolini started off tough match against Robin Montgomery, having getting bageled in the first round, but then coming back strong. Good victory against Golubic, and then finally in the third round against Sakari 6-1, 6-2. So she's a player that she's had a bit of struggles earlier in the season, and is perhaps finding her feet again, and is certainly a player that's won great. As I say, she's been in the final at Wimbledon. She's won WTA 1000 titles. She won in Dubai, which is incidentally at the same tournament that Alex beat her at, but she won in the previous year. She won that event, WTA 1000. She also won the Rome event, which was on clay, Italian Open, beating Coco Gauff. So, she's got great pedigree. She's also been to the final of the French Open. Of course, grass is where this is played, and it's a different surface. And yeah, as I mentioned, these two did play before. That match was here, as you can see on the screen, that in Dubai, where Eala won 6-1, 7-6. If I remember, Alex won with a great forehand winner into the corner after a nice rally, and that was a tough one. I mean, obviously the first set one-sided in favor of Eala, and I think Alex was even up a break serving for it in that second set. But Paolini just played some great tennis to get the break back and then push it to a tie break, and showing you why she is such a good fighter, and also why she's done so well and had won such big titles. And Alex held strong though in that tie break and came through and won in straight sets. So that was a great victory for Alex in front of a lot of Filipino fans out there in Dubai. And it's interesting looking at how these two match up. I mean, what's very different matchup, right, for Alex as compared to Iga Swiatek, but Jasmine is not a massive size of player. I mean, that is one aspect which will help Alex in the sense that she's going to be able to exploit the Paolini serve. I think that Alex obviously has a great return, and she did actually put it to good use against Iga, and I think she can do damage here. Again, on the other hand, I think Jasmine will obviously try and attack the Alex Eala's second serve, but I think the serve of Alex is maybe a little more tricky to deal with than people realize, despite it being quite slow. She hits with that kind of spin on it, even that second serve. Obviously, she's a lefty. I mean, I think, that serve is still very effective when she's on on the ad side, Alex. And then, I think also just because it's on grass, which is lower bouncing, and Alex doesn't hit with a lot of pace on the serve, it's just quite slow serves. Because it's lower bouncing, it can create some troubles for the returner. It's not as easy as you might think to hit a winner off that kind of serve. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting battle. Of course, Jasmine is great off the ground as well, and it's different. We could get some great rallies again. Just going to be interesting to see how, because I think overall, actually, in terms of form, I fancy Eala in this matchup. Just some interesting statistics here from the Tennis Abstract website, which shows the career tour level splits. So career tour level on grass, Alex's percentages there. What you see is 57% on grass compared to 44% on hard, and then just 36% on clay. So obviously much higher there on grass. Now, interestingly, if you look at Jasmine Paolini's tour level splits at tour level, you can see that she's pretty good on hard, 56%, 53.8% on clay, but actually just 50% on grass. Now, it's interesting, obviously, because she has made a Wimbledon final, but seemingly, according to statistics, maybe her least, where she's had the least success. But of course, grass is you can't always read too much in that. Obviously, she has had success on, and the grass season is just short. I mean, and then you've got these random grass court specialists who pop up. I mean, she just played that match in Eastbourne. I mean, a terrible draw to get drawn against Tatiana Maria first round, but there you go. That's what I'm making the point, that even as a seed, you can get drawn against a grass court specialist. It's happened in the men's side, where you've seen Shintaro Mochizuki knocking out Rafael Hadar, João Fonseca losing to Roman Safiullin, and then it's just a tough surface, and presents its own challenges. And overall, I mean, I think that this is an interesting matchup, and I think it is fairly even on paper. I mean, but just think with the momentum that Alex is carrying, and she had that great attitude. She was very emotional after that match against Iga, but she made sure to say, like, even though I'm emotional, happy about this, that doesn't mean I'm done yet. She wants to.
In a world now where everything is caught on camera, so do you actually feel like you have to, can you be genuine? Can you be candid? Or do you constantly have to have a filter because social media is so rampant these days?
For me, you have to be genuine and you have to be authentic. That's I'm an athlete, but I'm a person, and I feel like, people will like you for who you are if you are true to yourself. And it also makes you, it's a privilege and it's a blessing also to have, this sort of attention, because it makes you self-aware. And it really, since in some aspects you're put under a microscope, it really makes you look at yourself and be like, oh, I want to be a good person. And when people are looking up to you, that you want to be good for them. When people have worked for you, like the team around you, you want to be good for them also. So in the end, I feel like it's something that makes me like want to be just the best version of myself.
Still 6-5 to Alex Eala, and she'll still have a 5th match point, but this time on the Paolini serve. But this has been such an exciting last half of this set. Oh, serve out wide from Jasmine, but it was returned well by Alex. And we're in a bit of an exchange here, cross-court exchange. Oh, deep ball there from Jasmine. Oh, this is a long exchange. Oh, and that's a forehand winner from Alex Eala. Oh, what a forehand winner there. And she looks delighted. Huge roar from the crowd
What a winner from Alex, and that is a tremendous performance from the Filipina. It looked like Jasmine was going to fight back, and she had a set point, but Alex hung in there, and she put on a tremendous play in the end to win it. And yeah, she's absolutely loving that. 6-1, 7-6, 7-5 in the tiebreak. Well done by the Filipina. And yeah, Jasmine quickly going off the score. But yeah, the crowd going wild there. And you have to say, Alex proved me wrong. I thought it might be a tight 3-set win for Jasmine. In the end, and you have to say, very, very well done. Very great. From the beginning, it was a very well executed performance by Alex Eala in terms of her tactically. It wasn't easy to do that against Paolini, but she also started off serving really well. Great aggression, and I thought smart play as well in the rallies, and just look at that. Listen to the crowd. It's insane. The support there is just insane. They're screaming, Alex, Alex. So many people there. Alex sweating. You can see the sweat running off her. And you have to say, Jasmine did, she showed why she's a top player, the way she fought back there. She brought out some of her best tennis when she was really backs against the wall. She saved 3 match points on her own serve. And then, of course, Alex naturally felt the pressure there, but eventually was able to take it to a tiebreak. And you have to say, done really well in the end. She's now being interviewed, Alex. And they're talking about a 5-3 when she had a couple of match points and what was going through her head. Yeah, she was saying at the change event, she had to think to herself, the stadium is full of Filipinos. And of course, they go wild when she says that. And she's speaking in Tagalog to them. I don't know what she's saying, but they're loving it. But I mean, great performance, you have to say, from Alex Eala. And she gets an opportunity now. Nozkova was knocked out. Sorana Cirstea is the player that she will face in the next round. I mean, Sorana Cirstea is having a great year, so it's not going to be easy. And she's quite a strong player, strong ground strokes. But that's a huge win for Alex Eala, and fantastic to see it. And it's fantastic to see such great support. Alex Eala, 24 winners to 27 unforced errors. That's a good ratio. 19 winners to 33 unforced errors for Jasmine Paolini. Yeah, and Alex just doing much better in serve in terms of service points won. Overall, total points won 72 to 58 in favor of Alex. So, yeah, definitely a deserved win in the end. And you have to say, great grit and mental fortitude as well shown by Alex. And yeah, thanks for watching this. And yeah, I hopefully, she's got that attitude. And interestingly, you look at some of the stats here, it's like, actually, Alex Eala here, this is over this year, it's actually won slightly more first serve points as a percentage than Jasmine has this year, but it tilts in the way of Paolini on the second serve. So, I mean, overall, though, these stats, I don't think they mean too much here. What matters is this match coming up, and I think just with how they've been playing coming in, I think probably Alex is favoured a little bit, but it's probably going to be a good game. As I say, as expect, it could be an up and down match with good rallies, and Jasmine does have a bit more of that big game experience, but you've got to say Alex is starting to build up a good resume herself. I mean, semi-finals in Miami last year, final in Eastbourne, a semi-final this year in Berlin, beating some great names, title in Birmingham against Bartenkova, but also, just the matches that she's played in this tournament. I think it's going to be, I think that her determination, how much she wants it at the moment, I think Alex Eala is going to get it done. And I'm going to say it's going to be in 3 sets. So I'm predicting a 3-set victory for Alex Eala, or perhaps a tight 2 sets.
but I'm thinking it's going to be a more competitive than their only previous meeting. So, yeah, which by the way did get pretty competitive in that second set. So, you know, Jasmine's a tough player, and I think she's in a good spot in terms of she picked up some momentum in this tournament. But Alex, for me, has just got that little edge just now, and I think she's going to get it done and move through, again, making history for the Philippines, moving through to the quarterfinals at Wimbledon. And yeah, just get really excited for this one. And I'll hopefully be bringing you a live watch along for that match, which I expect will not be in the centre court, probably going to be on number one.
Joining me here for Tennis Asia TV. Basically, obviously this is December now, we're at the end of the year, and you're going to be looking ahead to next year, obviously, but and this tournament. But it's a good time to maybe reflect on the year that you've had. How would you sum up 2025, your 2025?
I would say it was unexpected for sure. There was a lot of growth, and I'm just so grateful, so blessed to have experienced everything, you know, all these milestones that happened in 2025.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess being here in Macau at this exhibition event maybe is a reflection of what a great year that you've had, that you're invited here.
Yeah, of course. I'm so happy to be here. Surrounded obviously by so many great players, you know, our captain Lina, just, you know, and Conchita also. So yeah, I'm so excited to see what we have in store the next 2 days.
And yeah, you mentioned Lina, she's your captain at this tournament. Was she someone that you watched growing up?
Yeah, she very much was someone I watched growing up. Of course, I think she was, you know, our leading lady for Asia, you know, when I was, you know, growing up. So just to stand beside her is such a joy. Yeah.
And have you had time to sort of talk with her since you've come here? And
this is the first time I'm seeing her, and as you can see, she's very busy, but I'm sure I'll have some time in the next few days. Yeah.
Okay, great. And I know you're in the team with Jerry and Hugo. You're all left-handed players.
Yes, I know. We said we're the left-handed team, yeah.
Do you think that's maybe going to give you a bit of an edge?
We'll see. I don't know. If everyone's lefty, I don't know. I've never played in a team where that's happened, so we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. But one thing I wanted to talk about was you recently won a gold medal at the Southeast Asian Games. It was the first for a Filipino player in singles since 1999, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a while. But I guess that's like a different kind of pressure for you than when you're normally playing on the tour. I mean, what does that mean to you to be able to win?
It's super special, and I say a lot of times it's very unique to the people in our region. So I think that experience is a shared experience, and that's what makes it special. Obviously, for me, it was such a big deal because we all kind of look forward to this event, and playing with the team is not something you get to experience very often. In tennis, being an individual sport. So I really had a lot of fun, and like you said, was different kind of pressure, really playing for your country alongside other Filipinos. So I'm so happy to have been able to get the medal, the gold one. Yeah.
Maybe that makes you hungry for the future. Maybe you want to play the Olympics. Do you think about that?
I would love to play the Olympics. It's about whether I can. So I'm trying. Yeah.
Okay, just a little question to round up then. Obviously, in Macau, is it fair for me to say that you're a bit of a foodie? You like your food?
Yes, yeah.
Is there any food that you were looking forward to trying here, or something that you're thinking about?
I think, you know, they do dim sum really well here. I think, like you said, the Portuguese egg tarts. You know, funny story, before when I was younger, I thought the egg tarts were really from here and not from Portugal. So when I went to Portugal and I saw, I was like, oh, why are the egg tarts here? But anyway, yeah. I learned my history.
I think me too, the first time I tried them this year. Okay, well, I think that's enough for me just now, but good luck, Alex,
Thank you.
The tournament, and I'm sure many fans will be out to see you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In a world now where everything is caught on camera, so do you actually feel like you have to, can you be genuine? Can you be candid? Or do you constantly have to have a filter because social media is so rampant these days?
For me, you have to be genuine and you have to be authentic. That's the you I'm an athlete, but I'm a person, and I feel like, people will like you for who you are if you are true to yourself. And it also makes you, it's a privilege and it's a blessing also to have this sort of attention, because it makes you self-aware, and it really, since in some aspects you're put under a microscope, it really makes you look at yourself and be like, oh, I want to be a good person. And when people are looking up to you, that you want to be good for them. When people have worked for you, like the team around you, you want to be good for them also. So in the end, I feel like it's something that makes me like want to be just the best version of myself.
I just wonder, what is it that, because you feel like Iga should be doing better in some of these, even on second serve returns, she's struggling a bit. And is it something to do with Alex's serve in particular? Is it just the nerves, or is it I don't know.
Probably both. Like I remember Jessica Pibula after the Miami match that she had, like even she was asked about Alex's serve and why it's hard to return even though it's slower. I think she said it really bounces low.
Right. So it's probably a bit lower than most of the players would be used to when their natural instincts, I guess. And I suppose for a player like that's good on clay, like Iga, perhaps a little bit uncomfortable. That's interesting insight there. Hello and welcome to Tennis Asia TV. Join me for this amazing match, the fourth round clash between Alex Eala and Jasmine Paolini at Wimbledon on centre court as well. It looks like a tremendous day in Wimbledon. I mean, it's a hot day actually by those, the standards of London. It's 31 degrees Celsius there, nice and hot. Should make the conditions a bit quicker. I think not too bad for either player, really. But yes, certainly Alex Eala will like that, I think. But it's going to be interesting. This match, highly anticipated. Of course, Alex having just knocked out the reigning champion, Iga Swiatek. And of course, that made big headlines, not only, of course, in our own country, where there were numerous watch parties, people watching all sorts. So just seeing some comments here. Someone asking, is this a full match or watch along? This is a live watch along, so I will be giving you some coverage and commentary, but I will not providing you match footage, but I will have the stats and the score on the screen, and we'll be
going through the match in real time. Now, both players are actually just about to move onto the court. I can see Alex Eala and Jasmine Paolini now entering the court. I can see that. Now, this is a massive occasion. Jasmine Paolini, also with a former Wimbledon finalist, Jasmine, back in 2024. And the one and only Roger Federer is watching this match. Yeah, so Alex and Jasmine playing in front of arguably the greatest player at Wimbledon, who, you know, I mean, he has won 8 Wimbledon titles, Roger Federer. And yes, this is just, I'm really looking forward to this one. You know, I'm guessing most of you saw the match against Iga. That was, you know, obviously very exciting and a really difficult first set. I mean, Alex was up 5-3, serving for it. Iga broke back and then eventually went to a tie break, which was very long. Set points saved for both players. And then eventually Alex taking it 11-9 in that tie break. And it was just real grit, determination, character, and making good plays when she needed them. And, you know, I think Alex, her style, her play, she, you know, as much as we talk about, you know, her abilities on the court, I think her mental strength and her in-game adjustments that she's able to make, you know, tactically are underrated, and she might need them today, because on the other side of the court, she has a player in Jasmine who, yeah, like her, doesn't have a great serve, but is, you know, is very good off the ground. And, you know, she is a tough fighter, and she has great game sense, and obviously has been in 2 Slam finals. I mean, she was a runner-up at Roland Garros and Wimbledon. So she's a serious competitor, and I think it's going to be probably a great match. Jasmine, as I say, she sort of got back in form recently, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to this one. Just right now, both players are about to do the coin toss, and it is Jasmine Paolini who will serve first. So Jasmine Paolini will serve first. She won the toss. And yeah, as I say, the conditions look good. They're going to start warming up right now. And I'm going to go through some things where, yeah, obviously, I'd say it's going to be interesting to see how this, you know, Alex starts here, obviously, with Jasmine serving first. But obviously, Jasmine, you know, she doesn't have the biggest serve. And of course, Alex, if she gets any chances on that second serve to start, it'd be interesting to see how aggressive she is, if she wants to try and take a lead early on and go really aggressive to start. Of course, we know Alex is one of the best returners in the game. Let's try and get some details up for you in terms of how this is going to go. So this match is about to start, obviously, in center court. Okay, so here you can see it, the details. You're going to get some stats up. Oh, nothing there. Wait, hang on, the preview. Obviously, yes, you can see both players. Jasmine Paolini on the left, the 17th seed. Alex Eala is the 30. Is that right? No, she's the 29th seed, isn't she? I think these are the rankings, sorry. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. So to see how this goes, because as I say, you know, you can see Jasmine's height there, very small, right? Yeah, so she doesn't have much of a serve. So, you know, but that means she's very handy off the ground in terms of her ground strokes. It's going to be quite a bit of a tactical battle. I mean, you can see some of their statistics coming into this match. So you've got So Jasmine, although she has not the strongest serve, she's been serving well. High first serve percentage of 67%, only 60% for Alex, and she would certainly be hoping to increase that in this match, Alex. Obviously, we've seen that she had a bit of tape on her and stuff, so hopefully that's not affecting her too much and affecting her ability to serve. But what stands out for me, though, is Jasmine Paolini only won 49% of her second serve points. So, you compare to that to Alex, who's won 61% of serves, first and second serve. Sorry. So, yeah, I'm just going to... Sorry, I've got this in the way. Just realized it was not on the screen for you. So, yeah, just looking at the stats there, you've got here the first serve, Jasmine's stats on the left here. So 62% first serve point won, only 49% second serve points won. Whereas for Eala, it's 61% on both counts. So certainly Eala has better serving stats so far in this tournament. And it's, in spite of her having the slow serve, she does have that slice. She is also a lefty, which creates its own awkwardness. And then I think, her serve comes in quite low down, which on a grass court, which is a low bouncing surface anyway, I think creates a bit of difficulty for her players. They're trying to maybe go big on those returns, but are finding it, difficult. And so, yeah, it's going to be interesting just to see how that goes. I mean, if you see their fastest serve speed so far in the tournament, exactly the same, 172 kilometers per hour. So there you go. So I'm looking forward to this one. They're now practicing their serves. So this match will be starting any moment now. And as I say, Jasmine will be the one to serve first. Now, of course, it was interesting to hear Alex say that, obviously she was very emotional in that interview, even after that win over Iga. But she said that doesn't mean she's satisfied. And certainly she'll be really determined to move on to the quarterfinals. Amazingly, before the tournament, I did say that I think Alex does have a shot to make the quarterfinals. When I saw the draw, and she's one match away from that now. What a story it would be if she did manage to make it. Now, Jasmine Paolini is about to serve, and so the match is about to begin. Jasmine Paolini, the 13th seed, Alex Eala, the 29th seed. First serve comes in, and it is returned by Alex, but that's good spreading. Yeah, so backhand to the far corner by Jasmine Paolini, not the strongest, but played quickly and drawing the error from Eala. So that's 15 love. 15 love. First serve lands in again from Jasmine Paolini. And we're already in an exchange here. Already quite a long exchange there as well. And Jasmine Paolini takes it 30 love. There we go. The scoreboard has now updated. So 30 love now. Good return there from Alex, opening up the court. And a forehand winner from Alexandra Eala into the corner. Her first point of the match. It is 30-15. First serve now into the net by Jasmine Paolini. Second serve now from the Italian. Alex returns it well into the corner. The backhand return into the corner. Now she has a chance to go for the big winner. Forehand spread cross court. And that's a great shot there. 30-all. Already a pretty lively start here. And already 2 forehand winners for the Filipina. The first serve just long from Paolini. So Alex Eala will step in the court ready for this second serve. Yeah, so she does get the return in, but that's a good follow-up forehand from Paolini. But Alex scrambling well here. Oh dear, and then she sends her forehand long though, Alex. And I think she'll be disappointed with that one. Yeah, she did obviously express some dissatisfaction there. And also Billie Jean King watching on. A lot of legends of tennis watching on, it seems. First serve lands in, is returned by Alex. Now she has a chance with the backhand. Forehand of Paolini, backhand of Alex. Forehand of Paolini spread, and that's a nice forehand winner into the corner by the Italian. She's good at that from the middle of the court. Just redirecting really well with that forehand into the corner. And it's the first game on the board. 1-love to the 2024 Wimbledon finalist. Now, of course, Jasmine is a player that I think, towards the beginning of the year, she hadn't been doing so well, but now she started to pick up some results. Alex, great victory over Iga. But, obviously a lot of Filipinos wanting her to do well, and she's making history every time she steps on the court. So that's got to have its own pressures. So that pressure could be heavy on Alex, but I think by now she's learned to deal with that, and she does deal with it pretty well. And of course, she's just got much more experience, big match experience. Playing at slams, but also the other big WTA 1000 events and so on. Oh, not a great start though for Alex on her service game as she hits a double fault. That second serve just going slightly long. Serve now from Alex. Lands in. That was a good first serve, but it is returned back. It was chipped short by Paolini. It was a very short one. Alex had to come forward. It's a bit awkward, and she scoops her forehand long, and it's love 30, so not the ideal start for the Filipina. Already under a little bit of pressure now. That scoreboard now updating slowly. So it's love 30, so this is a bit of danger early on for the Filipina. Oh, first serve lands in. It was pretty good, but it is returned well. Oh, beautiful play. Alex going cross court, opening the court with that backhand, and then following it up with a backhand up the line. A beautiful winner, taking it early. I mean, that's a shot that I love from her, and it's so effective on these grass courts. So 15-30, Alex to serve. She does serve, and it lands in. Ooh. Paolini had spread the court well. She had an open court, but she sends her forehand wide. It's 30-all. So she's good. Paolini crafty at, taking the ball early as well and creating angles. She did open the court well there, but the final ball was not good enough. It's 30-all. First serve lands in, But the return goes into the net by Paolini, and it's 40-30. If you are watching, don't be afraid to leave a comment with your thoughts on the match, or let us know where you're watching from. First serve lands in again from Alex Eala. Good first serve, 100 miles per hour, and Paolini can't return that in, and it's 1-all. Well, that was good for Alex to survive that game there. And yeah, 1-all. This is a pretty nice start. Ooh. Well, 2 net cords there, but it came out in favor of Paolini, whose second shot hits off the net and drops down in a way that the Filipina can't make. So it's 15-love. As I say, a hot day there, 31 degrees Celsius on the center court. Good return there from Alex off the first serve of Paolini, but eventually the forehand goes into the net by Alex, and it's 30-love. Of course, Paolini has been at this stage before and won. Alex, this is all new for her. This was the first slam that Alex has actually been past the second round. Her first second round was at the US Open last year. She got that victory against Clara Towson, coming from a losing position in that third set. An amazing win for her. And that is a game for Paolini, a love hold, and 2-1. So a lively opening right now. Let's see what's happening elsewhere. So we've got some other scores here. So you can see Alex de Minaur and Flavio Caboli locked in that first set of 5-all on serve. Also Marie Buzkova and Elise Mertens. But Elise Mertens with a breakpoint chance. A lot of doubles on the outer courts now, as well as the girls and boys singles events. Okay, let's go back to the score. So it is now Alex to serve, still on serve early in this first set. But that first serve goes into the net. Second serve now for the Filipina. Lands in. Oh, there's a bit of a swerve on that one. I think that took Paolini by surprise, but we are locked in a rally now. Good forehand there from Alex, but it does come back from Paolini, who's good at finding the corners, and that she comes to the net and finishes off with a volley. Jasmine Paolini taking control in that rally. It's love 15. Love 15. But another first serve into the net there from Alex. And as I say, I think she should be trying to get those, the first serve percentage above 60%, at 65% plus. Well, that was a bit of an exchange there, and Alex's backhand doing the work and drawing an error from Paolini, whose ball goes long. 15-all. Again, a first serve into the net by Alex. Of course, she's got that strapping on her right thigh, which is obviously the leg that she has to push off from when she's serving. That's a good serve this time, the second serve, and we're in a bit of a rally. But this, wow, Paolini going big with a forehand back in behind Alex. That's a great forehand winner from the Italian. It's 15-30. And already early on, Paolini is looking dangerous. I don't think Alex is helping herself by, missing these first serves. 15-30 is a huge point right now. Of course, Alex also strapping under her left elbow, of course, the arm which she uses to serve. So it's another missed first serve, and she's going to have to take a second serve now. It comes in, but is returned. And again, we're in a bit of an exchange now, but Alex is getting pushed back here. I think she needs a bit more aggression. That was a good shot there from Paolini, who races forward, and she finishes and puts away the forehand winner. It's 15-40 and 2 breakpoint chances for the former Wimbledon finalist. Alex does find the first serve this time. Wasn't a particularly powerful first serve. Good play, though. From the baseline, this time a bit more aggression on the ground strokes of Eala. Draws the error from Paolini, whose ball goes long. It's 30-40. So Alex Eala has saved one of those break points. And it's 30-40. First serve into the net by Alex Eala. Second serve now. Good second serve, but it was returned well by Paolini, who redirects her backhand up the line. And it's the first break of the match for the Italian now, who takes a 3-1 lead. And despite that was a good second serve from Eala, it was returned well. And although Alex got there, the court was open and Paolini redirected her backhand up the line in great fashion. And she deservedly takes a lead here with the break. Good return from Alex, but then the backhand into the net. So 15-love. Not the best start here for Eala, although we've seen this before. Chips back the return. Oh, that was an awkward one there for Paolini. I mean, yeah, it was just straight into the body of Eala, that serve. And she chips it back, but it's just so short, close to the net. And Paolini had to race to get that return. And she puts her ball into the net. It was an awkward one. 15-all. And that first serve just going long. So a chance now for Eala on the second serve of Paolini. And this is where I think she'll have to take advantage. Good return, though, from Alex on the backhand side. But Jasmine is doing well in these rallies. And that forehand just going long from Alex. And it's 30-15 to Paolini. And Alex is struggling here. Good aggression from Paolini, but first serve in. But the return from Alex just goes long, and she's frustrated with that one. Okay, so 40-15 here. 2 game points for Jasmine Paolini, but the first serve goes into the net. Second serve now. Alex waiting. She goes big in that return, but Jasmine gets it back. And she's doing well here. Oh, Jasmine covers the net well. She came forward. Alex was chasing for the ball. She got there, tried to pass her up the line, but Paolini covers the net and puts away the volley. 4-1. And 19 minutes gone. And it's Jasmine Paolini, the 13th seed, looking in control against Alex. And Alex is going to have to do something here to change things up. And Alex is there sitting at the changeover, applying the ice to her neck and head. As I say, it's a pretty hot day there. Just the one break in it, but definitely pressure now on Alex as she comes out to serve at 4-1. Just elsewhere, by the way, Elise Mertens took the first set against Marie Bushkova. And Flavio Caboli has a set point against Alex de Minaur. So okay, first serve though goes long from Alex. She serves now at 4-1 or 1-4. Second serve does land in, but the return just long there from Paolini. 15-love. And a good hold here is, a simple hold is what Alex really needs right now to put the pressure back on her opponent. Good first serve, but it's returned well by Paolini. And the forehand just goes long from Alex, 15-all. And again, a first serve into the net, and the first serve percentage just really hasn't been high enough today, I don't think. 15-all though. Second serve now from Alex. Oh, just long as well. It's a double fault. And 15-30. And this is not looking good at the moment for the Filipina. According to this Google, 46% is her first serve percentage just so far, in contrast to the Italians of 73%. So it's 15-30 now that scoreboard is updated. Second serve now from Alex Eala. Second serve lands on the line, but Paolini returns it well. And she goes big with her backhand that goes long, and a big scream of "come on" from Alex. So 30-all here. Crucial moments, it feels like. Good serve down the tee, though, from Alex, but it does come back from Jasmine. Good forehand into the corner. Yeah, great forehand into the corner there from Alex. Jasmine unable to get it back, and it is 40-30. So 40-30 now in this service game of Alex Eala's. Game point. Can she take this now? First serve lands in, but it is bunted back by Paolini. And that was a bit more aggression there from Alex Eala. And a big roar as she holds there with the error coming off the Paolini racket. And you can see how much this means to her. 23 minutes on the clock. Jasmine Paolini leads 4-2 and will now serve. And there's that replay again. Big fist pump and a big come on from Alex Eala. Serve now for Jasmine Paolini. Lands in. Alex tries to go. She does return well. Good backhand there. Big backhand cross court. An injection of pace. Taking Paolini by surprise. And it's love 15. Great counter punching there from the Filipina. And is this her chance for her to come back? First serve into the net. So she will get a look at a second serve now. Alex steps inside the court, waiting for the second serve. Big return deep, but Paolini deals with it well. Alex is being a bit more aggressive now. Oh, but this time the forehand goes into the net. And it's 15-all. So 15-all. Jasmine Paolini to serve. Good serve. It lands in, but Alex, yeah, unable to get it back in play. She was stretching. And it's 30-15. First serve lands in, but that's a good return there from Alex Eala. Wow, great shot into the corner. And Alex unable to do anything with that as Paolini comes to the net and finishes off with a volley. Really nice play there from Paolini. Just great backhand right into the corner. Just the placement is so good. And that just gives her all the time to come forward to the net and finish off the point. Good return there from Alex off the first serve, though, of Paolini. It's that cross-court backhand doing the work. So 40-30. Now 40-30 to Paolini, and a chance for... Still a chance for her to take the game, but we'll see if Alex can bring it to juice. Good return there from Alex. Yeah. She forced the issue. Alex going big on that forehand cross court. It was well placed, and Paolini makes the error, sending her ball long. It's deuce. Crucial moments here. Do feel Alex will need to break back here. Good return off the first serve. Alex comes to the net and she finishes off with a volley. Advantage to Eala. That was really nice play. And you just feel she's starting to get into the groove, Alex. She's constructing these points well, being more aggressive, not making the errors. And it's a let, so it's another chance now. First serve of Paolini. Oh, she went big down the tee, but it's a fault. And now Alex will get a look at a second serve on this break point. Can she take it? She goes big. Oh, my goodness. She went big on that backhand return, but sends it into the net. And it looked like it was there for the taking, but frustrating for Alex Eala. And we're back at deuce. First serve lands in. Alex chips it back. She dealt with that well. She's going for the slices. Backhand up the middle. But this time she was stretching, racing for that backhand, and she sends the cross-court backhand into the tram lines. It was an awkward one. An advantage now for Paolini. Yeah, so that break point chance has come and gone, and now it's a chance for Paolini to hold. Oh, but the first serve hits off the top of the net and goes long. Second serve now. And Alex will be open to do better with this return. Yeah, good play there from Alex. And eventually the error from Paolini. Maybe a bit disappointing from Paolini in the end. I think that little bit of a shorter forehand caught her off guard, but I think initially it was good aggression from Alex and just making sure she didn't make an error. So it's deuce now. First serve lands in, but it's returned well by Alex, who comes forward now. She's going for the slice there, but that's good passing shot. Alex had come to the net, but Paolini passes up the line with her forehand. She saw Alex coming, and she dealt with that well. Yeah, it was a... So it's advantage Paolini, but her first serve there goes into the net. So it will be a second serve now. Advantage Paolini. Good return there from Alex. Oh, but that was a chance there for Paolini. She takes the forehand up the line, and that's a great winner. And she holds on. It's 5-2. And Paolini surviving there, showing what a good player she is. And Alex would be disappointed because she had a breakpoint chance, but couldn't take it. Well, well, well. Well, let's see what's happening elsewhere. Elsewhere, we have Alex de Minaur, who has gone down a set to Flavio Caboli, the Italian, winning the first set 7-5. Marie Buzkova is down a set and a break to Elise Mertens. Well, there you go. and various results elsewhere. These are the junior players, but issue now is Alex Eala is now one game away from losing this first set. So an absolute must-hold serve, must-hold game here coming up. And as I say, I don't think, Alex has made things easy for herself in terms of, like her serving percentage. I mean, she's only 50% first serves in, and it started even lower than that. She should be aiming for like 65%, I think. And obviously it's not been good. Struggling on the second serve. But now Alex to serve at 2-5. First serve lands in. Good, does come back from Paolini, who's just able to find these angles and spread the court well. But this time, her forehand just going wide. 15-love. Serve lands in, returned by Paolini. And she goes back in behind Alex with the forehand. That's a winner. Right onto the line. And it's 15-all. And you got to say, Paolini so far has just looked the much more dangerous player. You see the statistic there. 11 winners for the Italian compared to just 4 for Alex. And it's going to be a second serve again now at 15-all. Lands deep onto the line. Alex tries to go back in behind her. Oh, but she's unable to get her forehand over the net. And it's 15-30 now. And this is danger for Alex Eala, who has been outplayed so far in this first set. Serve from Alex is returned by Paolini. Alex has a chance. She goes big up the line with the forehand, and now she's going to direct that backhand into the corner, and that's enough. That's just careful play from Alex, and she wins that point 30-all. Yeah, and she just needs to hold here and then go for it. Make Paolini serve out the set. Ask the question, maybe Paolini will blink, but she's got to get there first, Alex. First serve down the tee. That's a great first serve, and she needed that. An ace as well. 104 miles per hour. That's good. And, you can see the statistics. She's won 75% of her first serve points, but the actual first serve percentage has been too low. So if she can get more of them in, she'll have a much better chance, or she should have a much better chance in this match. Oh, good play there from Alex to follow up. And she finishes with the forehand winner. And she yells. Yeah, positive way for Alex to get that game. It's 5-3 to Paolini. 36 minutes on the clock, and the Italian will now serve for the first set. First serve is returned by Alex well. Oh, this time. And I think it was just Alex getting that low on that backhand. The ball came in quite low. And I think that is what caused Paolini to take the error or make the error. And it's love 15 now. Love 15. Jasmine Paolini to serve. Serve is long. Second serve now. And if Alex can take this, he'll create some pressure. Great return there on the backhand side. She comes forward, but is Paolini going to... Oh, Paolini lobs her at the net. That's a perfectly placed lob. Deep, just inside the baseline. And that's great play from the Italian. I mean, I liked the play from Alex. Maybe she needed to be a bit more aggressive, but it was difficult. But that's a great lob. Fantastic lob from the Italian. It's 15-all. First serve comes in and Alex returns it well. Oh, great little drop shot there from Alex Eala. Perfectly timed and perfectly weighted. Just after the aggression of those ground strokes as well from her. Pushing Jasmine back. And Alex executes a perfect forehand drop shot. It's 30, or I should say 15-30. And that was a serve down the tee from Jasmine going long. So another second serve that Alex will get a look at. She does get there, but she goes wild with that forehand up the line and sends it long. That was a chance there. And yeah, just misjudging that kick serve from the Italian player. And another serve now from Jasmine. Lands in, it's returned well by Alex. But is she going to take the chance here? And Alex just throwing in that little backhand slice there after a pretty strong exchange with strong ground strokes from both players. But Alex throwing in that slice and Paolini going big with a forehand and making the error. So I like that little change up. It's 30-40. A breakpoint chance again for the Filipina. She returns that first serve from Paolini, but she does well with the forehand Paolini, and surely a chance here now. Yes, she goes inside in. Beautifully hit forehand winner there from Paolini. It's deuce. And Irani, Sarah Irani, looking a bit stressed there watching on. But Paolini's a good spot here at deuce. First serve lands in. Alex does return it well. She's going with the aggression here, Alex. Oh, what a backhand cross-court winner there from Alex Eala. What an angle. Superb play there from the Filipina. She is trying to take control here. She's trying to take this set back from the clutches of the Italian. And that's the first serve long. Alex will get a chance to return a second serve on this break back point. Oh, but that was a great kicker there. Just sat up on Alex, who was waiting to return that backhand. And yeah, she just was not in the position at all. And you got to say, good serve from Paolini at a crucial moment. And we're back at deuce. So serve now for Paolini. But again, going out. So it will be a second serve at deuce here. Wow, that was a good return there from Alex. And Paolini sends her forehand way wide. So another breakpoint chance for Alex Eala, the 29th seed. Fourth round at Wimbledon for the first time. Fourth round at any slam for the first time in her career. Can she break back? And she can. Eventually the error from Paolini. And you got to say, it was coming because Alex was bringing some good play. She was the more positive one as we were getting towards the end of that set. But it's Alex who breaks back. But it's 5-4 lead still for Paolini. So Alex has got to hold when she comes back out. But she still continues. And she is looking much better now. Let's have a look at the stats now so far. So get the stats up from this match. So Alex Eala's first serve percentage still at 50%. And Jasmine Paolini still much higher. But as you can see, it's when Alex gets that first serve in, she wins 75% of the points. So she really needs to increase that. But overall, it's 13 winners to 13 unforced error for Jasmine Paolini. 8 winners and 9 first unforced errors for Eala. Okay, let's head back to... So Alex Eala serving to stay in this first set. And there's no doubting the fighting spirit of the Filipina. We've seen her come back from very unlikely positions and win matches. She's done it numerous times. Of course, a product of the Rafa Nadal Academy. She does have that sort of Rafa-esque fight in her. Oh dear, and it seems that there is a delay in play because someone in the crowd is unwell and is receiving medical attention. Of course, it is quite a hot day, by British standards. It's 31 Celsius there. It might even be rising a little bit further. I'm not sure, but I'll check the live weather there. In fact, it's now 33 Celsius there, which is obviously very hot. 33 Celsius there. Okay, while this is going on, I'm just going to take a quick break because this might go on for a little while. So we've got a delay in play there. But they are back now. And it's now Alex Eala to serve to stay in this first set at 4-5. 5. Alex does have to serve into Sun here, so she's just checking her ball toss. First serve does land in. Oh, and Paolini sends her return out. It was not a particularly fast first serve, but yet it gets the job done for the Filipina. 15-love. First serve lands in again, followed up with a backhand from Alex, but she's on the stretch here. Jasmine going, oh, lovely backhand up the line there from Jasmine Paolini. And she's just so good at being able to open up the court. And that's just a beautiful backhand up the line by the Italian, but it's 15-all. Oh, Alex trying to go down the tee, but drags it wide. And second serve now from the Filipina. Serve lands in. And we're in a longer exchange here. And Alex seems to be playing it a bit safe. I think she needs to be more aggressive. And Paolini pushes her into the corner. And Eala's ball goes long. It's 15-30. And this is very crucial. Because after this point, it's either going to be 30-all or Paolini will have 2 set points. And the first serve into the net from Alex Eala. That scoreboard there is a bit slow, by the way. It's 15-30, and Alex Eala is now hitting a second serve. Second serve lands in. Paolini returns it, but she's redirecting well. Oh, and Paolini had opened up the court so well, but she sends her backhand into the tram lines, and actually done that a couple of times now. And well, Alex got away with one there, but it's 30-all, and it just can sometimes come down to these big moments. And first serve lands in from Alex. Oh, and Alex's backhand goes just long, which means that Paolini now has a set point. 30-40. So yeah, the first set point of the match. Or in this game, I should say. Oh, the first serve just going long. It was a weak first serve as well. Now a second serve for Alex Eala at 30-40 here. She makes it land in, but it's a good return there from Paolini. Alex upping the aggression on the backhand. Oh, but Alex sends her backhand wide. She tried to go cross court, but just drags it too far. And that means the first set goes to Jasmine Paolini. 6-4 to the Italian player. And she's one set away from the quarter final. Well, it was good play for Alex to get back, but disappointing in the end in that service game. And I think she sort of took the foot off the gas a bit because I think she should have started more aggressively in that service game. And she tried to up the aggression in that last point there, but she made the error. And let's have a look then at some of the statistics, if we can get those up on the screen now. And yeah, as I say, with the first serve percentage not particularly good for Alex Eala. Neither are the net points for Alex. Whenever Jasmine has come to net, it's been very, very good. I mean, you see Alex has created 4 breakpoint opportunities. She only took 1 of them. And yet Jasmine creating fewer breakpoints, just 3. But she took 2 of them. And that's what matters in the end. And she wins that first set. A few more errors. Well, fewer errors than Paolini, but not enough winners off the racket of Eala. You can see 14 winners hit there by Paolini. Overall, 37 points to Paolini to just 30 for Eala. So Alex has got to raise her level in this second set. There's no doubt about it. And this is tough here for Alex Eala. Paolini to serve. It is returned by Alex, who's stretching. Now, Paolini going for the drop shot there. And it's love 15. Oh. Alex comes to the net, and that was a good net approach. Starting off with a decent return. And that's love 30 now. Oh, a great return again from Alex Eala, redirecting that backhand up the line. Beautiful placement, love 40. And immediately Alex has 3 breakpoint chances at the start of this second set. Beautiful timing on that return from Alex Eala. Love 40. And that's a first serve long. So love 40 now, and it will be a second serve from Paolini. Alex gets a return in. Oh, but then makes an error on the forehand, scooping that one long past the baseline. It's 15-40. Second serve now for Jasmine Paolini. Good return from Alex. But can she take advantage? No, another forehand long. And that's just a poor forehand there on a crucial point again. And she might not get another chance here. Just mistimed on that forehand. And that's disappointing because she's been doing so well here. And now 30-40. Oh dear, the ball set up and Alex goes big in that forehand and just totally misjudged it and sends it wide. And like that, 3 breakpoint chances have come and gone. And just Alex is perhaps just a bit too anxious here. It's juice now. Return there off the second serve. Good by Alex. But Paolini's dealing with this well. Oh, Alex tried to go for the forehand pass, but there was good work from Paolini dragging her out. But Alex sends that forehand just wide. And it's advantage Paolini. Good return though, Alex, from that serve of Paolini. And eventually Paolini makes an error. Her backhand sails long, and it's the second deuce in this game. So deuce now, and a serve into the net by Jasmine Paolini. Second serve. Good return there from Alex, but Paolini dealing with it well. Oh, wow. And Paolini sends that backhand cross court, and it just lands on the line, the outside of the line. Amazing placement. I think she might have a bit of luck there, because I don't think she hit it quite right, but what a what a shot in the end from Jasmine Paolini, and I don't think Alex Eala can believe it. Yeah, and that's in the end. Good hustling there from Alex, but just not good enough. Good point construction from the Italian, and she holds on. It's 1-love. Yeah, and this is not looking good, it must be said, at the moment for Alex. Has got to try and, there were some good signs, of course, towards the end of that second set, and immediately the start of, at the end of the first set, and immediately the start of the second set. But she's got to try and keep being aggressive. And, she'll make things happen and even draw more errors from Jasmine. Wow. So that was a crazy rally. I mean, Alex did really well there to just stay within it. And eventually the error from Paolini. And a big come on from Alex. 15-love. And a serve now from Alex Eala. Return lands in. Oh, and the ball just going long there from Jasmine Paolini's racket. So 30-love to Eala. And, tennis is a very mentally tough game with the scoring system and the swings of momentum. Yeah, that was better play there from Alex. She takes it to 40-love. 40-love for Alex in this game. First serve lands in. Good serve there from Alex. Dragging Paolini out wide. And that's an easy hold there to love for Alex Eala. 1-game-all. Well done by Alex Eala. You got to say, that would have been disappointing to have lost that last game. She had the chances to break. but for Alex to then hold like that easily is good. Good strength from the Filipina, and she's not going to give up. She's going to stay strong. She's got that fight about her. And a second serve now for Jasmine. Alex does return it. And yeah, she's got to stay strong here. I think perhaps as well, Alex is starting to read the play from Paolini a bit better. We know that Paolini is able to open up the court. Her strokes are good. And she finds good angles. But I think maybe Alex, as she does, she starts to work out her opponent. So let's see here. Oh, but just sending that return just long, Alex Eala. So it is 15-0, and Paolini just missed the serve there. So second serve now. Good return there cross court from Alex, but Jasmine's still able to deal with it. But eventually she does make an error, sending her backhand into the net, and it's 15-30. Yeah, so still feeling positive here. Actually, more unforced errors coming off the Paolini racket. 21 unforced errors for her, and just 14 for Eala. Of course, Paolini has been the more aggressive player. Oh, good return up the line there. Just beautifully directed there by Alex Eala. A lovely winner off that serve. And now she has 2 more breakpoint chances. She had 3 in that last service game of Paolini's and couldn't take them. Can she take them now? Serve down the tee is good serve there at the right time for Paolini. Alex Eala was stretching and her return goes into the net, but she still has 1 more breakpoint chance at 30-40. Alex Eala, though, so far 1 out of 8 on breakpoints. Serve lands in. Alex gets it back, and we're in a bit of an exchange now. Alex goes up the line. That's really nice play. Can she finish it off, though? And she does with a backhand up the line, and she breaks. Alex Eala gets the break, and she takes the lead in the second set, 2-1 for the first time in this match. She takes a lead in a set, and she has a break. She had so many breakpoint chances and couldn't take them, but finally breaks through now, and things are starting to feel a bit more positive, I think. She is starting to make her way into this match. Let's see if she's able to complete a comeback, but early signs in this second set, pretty good. But she has to, as I said before, she's got to serve better. Let's see some of the scores elsewhere, by the way. Alex de Minaur is coming back against Flavio Caboli. The Italian took the first set, but the Australian now serving for that second set, although Flavio Caboli's got love 30 there. And now Elise Mertens is 2 points away from taking the match against Marie Bushkova in straight sets. So, but these players are coming back out on center court. What have you made about this? How are you feeling about this matchup now? Alex is obviously started off difficult. It was difficult for her, but it seems like she is coming back now. She has raised her level, I think. Perhaps getting more comfortable with, as I say, not only the conditions, but also Jasmine's, plays, her patterns of play. And Alex to serve now. She sends that first serve long. Now a second serve for the Filipina. Lands in, but good return there from Paolini. She's going to go aggressive here. Oh, good from Alex there with a forehand injection of pace. And now she goes, oh, she was going big into the corner, but just sends it long. I thought it was going to be good. I mean, it was the right play, I think, but just too much on it. She overcooked it, Eala, and it's love 15. Just think, Alex is struggling a bit too much in serve. So, oh, she goes out wide. That was a good, well-placed serve. Only 73 miles per hour, but on that ad side, the lefty out wide, well-placed, is very difficult to deal with. Just swerving away from Paolini, and it's 15 all. Serve lands in from Eala. But that's a good follow-up there from Paolini. Serve just going long. More pace in that one, but again, missing it. 15-30 here. Really crucial point. Alex needs to win this one. A good second serve. She comes to the net and finishes well. That was good play from Alex Eala. Quite a strong second serve. 84 miles per hour. That's very strong by Alex's standards. But it comes at a good time, and it allowed her to take control in that point. Good aggression from her. She comes to the net and finishes with a volley. And that's brave play at a crucial moment from the Filipina. So 30 all. But again, a first serve missed. It's into the net. Well, that was, again, it was started from just a pretty poor second serve, just too slow. I mean, Alex did well to last in that rally. And, you know, she was going for that forehand pass in the end. But Paolini was there to take control at the net and finish off with a winner. So already a break back chance now for the Italian. And again, another first serve by Alex Eala into the net. She's really struggling here to get these first serves in. Second serve now from Eala. Lands in. Oh, good cross-court backhand from Paolini. She's just opening up the court so well and goes back in behind Eala with that backhand. And she breaks back. And already it's a break back for the Italian. 2 games all. And by the way, Flavio Caboli broke back against Alex de Minaur when he was serving for that second set. So it's 5 games all there. Italians causing trouble. Oh, good drop shot there from Alex Eala. And good choice, good time to play that drop shot. Paolini slips. She's behind at the back of the court. She was probably not going to get it anyway. So love 15. And that's a first serve off the net. And it's a let. So another first serve chance for Jasmine Paolini. Good return there from Alex. She sends a backhand winner up the line. She was waiting for that one. No hesitation. Love 30. And if Alex is not able to produce the goods on her serve, well, she'll need to break. And we know that she's good at doing that. Great defense here from Alex. I'm not so sure how she's still on this point, but yes, eventually Paolini manages to finish off with a backhand winner to the sideline. And yeah, as I say, good hustle there from Alex just to stay in the point, but she was always scrambling. Anyway, it's 15-30. But still a good chance here if Alex can, to bring up 2 break points. Let's see if Alex can do that. Good serve there. Oh, yeah, it was a good serve out wide from Paolini. And so it's 30 all. Alex sending her return way long. So 30 all, serve from Paolini. Lands in. Good return from Alex. Oh, too many errors there now from Alex again. She opened up the court really well. She went back in behind Paolini with the backhand and sends it just wide. And you really expect her to make those backhands, but she just drags it wide. And you just got to feel that you've got to take those opportunities. And the return going long from Alex Eala. So Paolini holds. It's 3-2. And yeah, there's tough moments here for Alex Eala. Elsewhere, we do have news that Elise Mertens has made it through to the quarterfinals with a 6-4, 6-4 win over Marie Bushkova. You can see that there. Elsewhere, Alex de Minaur and Flavio Caboli in a very tight match. Caboli having won the first set 7-5. And it looks like that second set is about to go into a tiebreak, but we shall see. Elsewhere, other matches on centre court, Dimitrov and Ferry, and Lehechka against Zverev. And on number 1 court, we'll have Madison Keys against Linda Noskova, and Taylor Fritz against Alexander Bublik. Yes, of course, Roger Federer watching on. A good question here from Leah. Does Alex look tentative to you today? Well, I think she did look tentative. I think she has upped the aggression and she's shown some brave play, but for whatever reason, the execution is not quite there. She's struggling to deal with the game of Paolini. Oh dear. Great defensive play, it must be said, from Paolini. But initially it was good play from Alex Eala, but it was such a high ball and Alex tried to take the smash out the air. Perhaps the sun in her eyes, but she sends that smash into the net. And this is tough now. Love 15. And another missed first serve from Alex Eala. Second serve now. Lands in. But the return is sent wide by Paolini. 15-0. I mean, yeah, that was a really fast second serve with spin on it as well from Alex Eala. 102 miles an hour. Why is she doing it on the second serve and not the first? Wow, good improvisation there from Alex. That was awkward. She managed to just send that little forehand slice across the net, very low across the net. And Paolini came forward and tried to hit her own slice up the line, but sends it long. And it's just tricky. I mean, I think at the moment, Leah was asking there, does Alex look tentative? I think she's, Paolini is just awkward to play against at the moment for her. And of course, she's been very aggressive. So I think perhaps Alex is also just wary of getting punished by Paolini, Well, Alex just went out wide there, but Paolini had adjusted her position out there. And I don't know if Alex had seen that. I guess she didn't, because Paolini was just waiting there and hit a huge cross-court backhand return. And so it's 30 all. Oh, another missed first serve. Alex Eala sends it long. And now pressure here. Second serve at 30 all. 2-3. Lands in. Oh, but the return into the net by Paolini. And, well, it was a fairly quick second serve. And that's just, it was 85 miles per hour. Not a slow second serve. And Paolini is just disappointed with it. I think, it's with a bit of spin on it as well from Alex, it's just a little bit awkward. And of course, it was Iga Świątek who was struggling with the returns of Alex, even off that second serve. Oh, wow. What a little slice there from Alex Eala. A slice backhand winner onto the outside edge of the left sideline. That is incredible. Literally a couple millimeters in that. Well, Alex apologizes, raises her hand, I guess acknowledging the luck, but you will take it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And Alex ventured, and that was a good one. And she does have these improvisational skills, Alex. Maybe it was a bit of a crazy shot, but it works out for her. Yeah, you like that one, Pia Ramos? That was a great shot. And hey, could be important. 3 games all. And you always feel that Alex will have the chances on return. She just hasn't taken enough of those breakpoint opportunities, but still time. Second serve return from Alex, though, just sends it long. 15 love. Good serve, but the return is sent long by Alex on the backhand side. 30 love. Crucial moments in this match. Paolini to serve at 30 love. Just long. Alex steps inside the baseline to receive this second serve. And it's out. So goes long. So it's 30-15. And Perhaps Alex just getting in her head a little bit there. Good first serve, but it's returned well by Alex Eala. And they're in a bit of an exchange now. Oh, and Paolini hesitating and sending a backhand slice into the net. It's 30 all. Again, Paolini is the player that's made more unforced errors in the second set. 12 for Paolini, just 6 for Eala. It's 30 all here. Good first serve. Oh, but Paolini comes to the net and finishes with a volley. A serve volley from the Italian former finalist. Wow. And a great time to do it. Raced forward to the net and finishes easily with that volley. So 40-30 game point for the Italian 13 seed. First serve in, but good return there from Alex. And then the backhand into the net from Paolini. Alex did pounce on that return well. Timed it well. And it's deuce. So it's deuce. And this really feels crucial. I mean, if Alex can create a breakpoint chance, you feel like she's got to take it. Oh, but that's a good serve down the tee by Jasmine Paolini. What a time for it. That was an ace. And the first ace of the match for Paolini. They've both hit one ace each. Wow. First serve landed in from Paolini, but Alex Eala with a really aggressive forehand cross-court return, an incredible winner. And we're back at deuce. This is very tense, isn't it? First serve lands in. A good return from Alex. Oh, dear. And but after a longer exchange there, it's the error from Alex Eala on the forehand side into the net. I mean, she just didn't connect with that one. Timing was off. And it's advantage Paolini now. Advantage to the Italian. First serve lands in, but is returned by Alex. But the follow-up shot from Paolini is out. Just wide. And we're back at deuce. Crucial moments in this set. Wow, that was a first serve way wide by Paolini. Second serve now at deuce. Oh, Alex returns it beautifully. Amazing placement, just redirecting that serve onto the baseline. Just beautiful placement. And it's advantage Eala, another break point. I mean, she's had so many in this match. She's not taken enough of them. But let's see if she can take this one here, because it would be huge. Good return from Alex Eala. And Alex goes back in behind her with that backhand. Paolini tries to go back up the line, but drags it wide. And it's a break for the Filipina. 4-3 to Alex Eala at a crucial point in this set. She takes a 4-3 lead. And of course, she'll have to come out and hold. She couldn't do that earlier in the set, she was immediately broken back after she broke. But if she can hold, she'd be one game away from taking the second set. Well, well, well. Alex is, no doubt she's fighting well. And it does feel like, you know, she's starting to get on top in this set, but she's got to do better on her own serve, is what I think. And that's going to be crucial. Elsewhere, Flavio Caboli takes a 2-set-to-love lead against Alex de Minaur after Alex de Minaur was serving for that second set. So looking good for the Italian 9th seed there, who of course had a tremendous Roland Garros tournament, making the final. And he's just one set away from the quarterfinal. But now, another Italian here, also one set away from the quarterfinal. But Alex Eala is going to hope to do something about that. Serve down the tee, lands in from Alex. Wow. Alex came into the net with the aggressive forehand, but Paolini passes her with a backhand beautifully. That was not an easy backhand pass, but that was great play by Paolini. And hats off to her. Already pressure on Eala, trying to hold serve again. It's love 15. Oh, another first serve into the net. And you just feel you really don't want to give the momentum back to the Italian player. Second serve now from Alex. Does land in, but oh dear. Yeah, it was returned by Paolini, and then Eala sends her backhand, which hits off the top of the net and bounces back on her side of the court. So already pressure here. Love 30. And it's just disappointing because obviously similar to the last time Alex broke. A little bit of a breeze there. Good serve. It lands in. Oh, that was good play from Paolini, though. Alex came to the net. She was aggressive, but Paolini just passing beautifully, directing the ball cross low. Alex tried to race to it, but it's just too low for her and too much of an angle. And already it's love 40 on the Alex Eala serve. Serve lands in, but it's returned well by Paolini. But Alex sends a forehand into the corner, and Paolini sends her backhand long. So one break point saved. It's 15-40. Just after 1 hour and 30 minutes on the clock. Serve from first serve lands in from Alex. She gets low to hit the forehand, but it's still going. Can she finish? Yes, she gets a nice forehand winner. Finishes off up the net. Up the line. And another break point saved. It's 30-40. Oh, the first serve going long. And now a second serve at 30-40 from the Filipina. Good serve from the Filipina. She goes down the tee this time. And the return from Paolini into the net. So it's deuce. Good composure there from Alex Eala. I think Paolini might have expected her to be going out wide on that ad side, but she went down the tee, and it was a good choice and a fairly decent second serve in terms of pace by her standards. Oh, and this time Paolini drags her forehand wide. And she's failing to take these opportunities. And now it's advantage Eala. And what a roller coaster match this has been. Now advantage to Eala. First serve lands in. But it's returned back, and eventually a forehand error from Paolini. And Alex Eala takes a 5-3 lead in the second set, and she's one game away from taking it. Good return from Alex. But Paolini doing well here. Oh! Interesting. Well, Alex, I thought she might have been trying to go for the pass up the line, but she decides to go into the body of Paolini, who was at the net. And Paolini's touch was way too strong, and her ball goes out. And of course, she's been so good at the net, Paolini. You might not have expected that, but perhaps the moment getting to her. It's love 15. Now, second serve from Paolini. Good return there from Alex, but good follow-up. What a pickup from Paolini. The forehand directing it into the open court. Nice 1-2 punch, really. I mean, just beautiful. I mean, of course, that's so important on grass speed. If you can take that low ball, half volley, and hit a winner like that, you'll do well on grass, and Paolini's showing that. Wow, that was good defense there from Alex, and just reading the play well. And just not overcooking it, just sending the ball back deep enough. And eventually the error there from Paolini. So it's 15-30. And you got to say it's again, I feel like, has it been the best performance from Alex? No, you wouldn't say it's been. But mentally, she's holding strong against adversity. And if she can just hold on here, who knows what might happen in the third set. Good return there from Alex. Oh. It was Paolini who hit the drop shot this time, and this time Alex Eala slips. But she seems to be okay. So 30 all here. Good serve down the tee there from Jasmine Paolini. Alex somehow gets it back over the net, and Paolini just races forward to finish with a forehand into the open court. And it's 40-30 now. So Jasmine Paolini serving at 40-30. And that's a let as it hits off the top of the net and lands in the service box. So first serve again. It's returned by Alex, a scoop return. But that's a good placement from Jasmine Paolini. Composure, sending that backhand up the line for a winner, and she holds. So Alex Eala leads 5-4, but she'll have to come out and serve to take the second set. And it's still 33 degrees Celsius there in Wimbledon. Humidity is not high though, at 39%. So it's hot. So but it probably doesn't feel oppressive. But obviously hot conditions and but it's good for the tennis in terms of quick conditions. And it looks like it's going to stay, 30 plus, or at least it's going to peak at 30 plus all this week in Wimbledon. So that may yet be a factor in the outcome of matches. Some players certainly prefer those conditions more than others. Elsewhere, it's Alex de Minaur lost those first two sets, but he's got an early break at 2-1 in that third set against Flavio Caboli. Anyway, here it is. Alex Eala, this is the moment. Serving to take the second set. It's not been easy for her to hold, Alex. Let's see if she can do it now. Serve down the tee, lands in, but it's a good return there from Paolini, and she's going to take control, is she? Alex going for the lob. Wow. Again, Alex just hanging in there. She went for the lob, and eventually Paolini making the error. And it was a bit awkward, but Alex just hustling well and coming out in that type of point again. It's happened a few times in this match. 15 love. Good serve from Alex, lands in, and the return goes long. It's 30 love. It helps so much when you can get that first serve in, especially on this surface, I think, with Alex's serve. 104 miles per hour. Decent serve. Serve lands in from Alex. A bit less pace on that one, but she has a chance now to hit a winner at the forehand side. No, she has to come into the net. Oh dear. Oh, I'm not sure how Paolini's come out on top of that point, but you have to give her credit. Just making it awkward there for Alex Eala. Alex put the volley back in behind her, but somehow Paolini gets a racket on it, sends it high, and it was awkward for Alex, who sends her forehand out. And, well, good play from Paolini, good scrambling, and she comes out on top of that kind of point. So 30-15 here, but it's Alex just missed her first serve. It's going to be a second serve now. Alex Eala lands in, but a good return there from Paolini. She's going to have a chance with a forehand. And it's Alex. They were just trading blows down the middle, and eventually it's the Paolini forehand that sees an error into the net, and it's now 2 set points for Alex Eala. 2 set points. First serve lands in, but it comes back from Paolini. Alex goes big. Oh, she goes cross court with the forehand, but just drags it wide. And Paolini saves one of those set points. So 40-30, still a set point here for Alex Eala. But she's going to have to get it done on a second serve. The first serve goes into the net.
Second serve now from Alex Eala. Lands in. But the return goes long from Paolini. And that's it. Alex Eala takes the second set. And the crowd love that one. They cheer. And we go to a deciding set. I did predict beforehand with my preview and prediction that I thought Alex would win probably in 3 sets. And well, that's still on the cards at least. And she's shown good fight to come back here. As I say, it's not been vintage, but she's shown good fight and played well in the important moments in this second set. A lot of unforced errors from Jasmine Paolini, although that's partly from Alex just asking the question. Overall, 38 points to 32 in favor of Eala in that second set. And let's have a look at some of those statistics. Let's see if we can get it up here. Obviously, we can get the stats up here. So overall, the first serve percentage, 57% now in the match. So it must have increased. First set for Alex, only 50% first serves in. Set 2, 63%. So it has gone up, and that definitely is a positive sign. So Alex, she's got to, keep that going if she's going to have a chance of winning this game, this match. And it's been a tight match, but Alex will now come out hoping to mount an incredible comeback and find herself back in, or not back in, find herself into the quarterfinals at Wimbledon for the first time in her career. So here we go. So it's Jasmine Paolini to serve first. And it's 15-love. Good serve from Paolini, but it's returned well by Alex. Wow. Eala sends that forehand deep. It wasn't a lot of pace on it, but Paolini redirects, sending that forehand back up behind Alex. And that was a beautiful forehand winner. And that's what she's so good at. The sucker punch. So 30-love. But Paolini misses that first serve. Second serve now. Well, a good serve. The return came back, but Paolini finishes with a backhand winner there. And it's 40-love. But that first serve goes into the net. Second serve now from the Italian 13th seed. Alex returns it well cross court, but it comes back from Paolini. Alex going up the line, slice from Paolini. Oh, and Alex stepped forward. She tried to tip that backhand up the line, but it goes into the net. And that's a simple first hold for Jasmine Paolini at the start of this third and final set. How do you think this match is going to go? It's
it's hard for me to pick a winner at this stage. It has been a very close match. The first set in favor of Paolini, second set in favor of Eala. Overall, Alex has been the one actually that's created more breakpoint chances. She just hasn't been able to take as many as she would have liked, probably, but so again, an exchange just with the shots down the middle, and then Paolini opening up with a forehand, trying to go for a winner, but sending it wide. First serve into the net. That was only 65 miles per hour. I don't know what happened there. Second serve now from Alex Eala. It's a let, though. Drop shot from Paolini, but Alex Eala can get there easily and finishes off with the forehand. And it's 30 love. Second serve lands in, but it's right in the middle of that service box. And Paolini just is there to hit that forehand easily up the line. It was just literally served on a plate for Paolini, that serve. And anyway, that's 30-15. Certainly Alex needs to hit fewer serves like that if she's going to have a chance of winning this. The first serve lands in, but it's returned well by Paolini. And Alex is on the back foot here. Paolini opens out the court, sends Alex wide with that forehand. And Alex just sends her slice way long. And it's 30 all. Alex goes down the tee with that first serve, but it's just wide, and crucial moment here at 30 all. Second serve now from the Filipina. Lands in. Oh, and eventually a forehand error from Paolini. And it's certainly been, obviously, we've seen more winners from Paolini. But as the match has gone on, we've seen quite a lot of errors off her racket. Alex being more stable in general off the ground. Wow. What a... Well, nice little slice up the line there from Alex. But it was Paolini did well to get the ball back. But Alex Eala was there to finish off with the little touch at the net, the volley. And she had to judge it well, and she did. 1 game all. Chip returned back from Alex Eala. Now the drop shot from Paolini, but Alex has read it. Oh, and Alex just sending her backhand just long. She got to the drop shot. And she's disappointed with that one. 15 love to Jasmine Paolini.
First serve's in. And yeah, first serve in, and Alex couldn't do anything with that return. 30 love. And Alex will get a look at a second serve now. Good return there from Alex. Oh, but she gets a chance in the forehand. She tries to go inside out cross, but sends the forehand into the net. 40 love for the Italian. Yeah, and that's a simple service hold for Jasmine Paolini. A love hold. She takes a 2-1 lead in this third and final set. Tense match between these two as we hit 1 hour and 53 minutes on the clock. And this is, you know, it's not been an easy match, has it, for either player, but I think maybe, you know, after the high of the last match, Alex Eala getting that tremendous victory over the defending champion Iga Świątek, this match has been a lot tougher, and I don't know if you can say Alex has played as well, but she's been fighting hard here. But Paolini's perhaps been obviously the more aggressive player, one taking more risk, although she's been making more errors. Maybe Alex needs to up the aggression again. Second serve now from Alex. Lands in, but that was an easy return winner there with the forehand of Paolini. It's love 15. And this is obviously quite, you know, it's been tough every time Alex has served, or almost every time. Good aggression there from Alex, but the ball just keeps coming back from Jasmine Paolini. But Alex does go back in behind Paolini with the forehand, and that's a winner. Nice play there from Alex. She was more aggressive there. Yeah, really nice play from Alex, because it was good defense from Paolini off the initial forehand, but Alex going again back in behind her with that forehand, and this time hitting a winner. First serve lands in though, but it's not a great first serve, and Paolini's there to finish off with a forehand. And it's 15-30. That's a first serve just wide. And second serve now at 15-30. This is a crucial point. Lands in the middle of the box, but it does come back. And Alex Eala hits a beautiful drop shot. Wow.
Well, I just listened to comments from Martina Navratilova there, but I agree. I initially, when Alex Eala went for that drop shot, I thought this was going to be into the net, but she actually executed it perfectly. And at a crucial moment, you have to say, well done, Eala. 30 all here, but it's going to be a second serve again. Lands in, but Paolini goes aggressive with the forehand. Wow, that was intelligent play there from Alex. I think she saw Paolini come forward and she sent the forehand low over the net, and it was too low for Paolini. And it's 40-30. So 40-30 here for Alex Eala. Serve comes in. Good serve, lands in, and the return goes into the net. So Alex Eala does hold 2 games all. So first serve into the net, and now second serve for Paolini at 2 all here. Second serve lands in. Return comes in from Alex. Alex goes back in behind with the forehand. And that was good play. Just rushing Alex. Rushing Paolini. And Alex comes out with that point. It's love 15. First serve down the tee, but somehow Alex gets it back. She's going to go up the line with that backhand, and that's well done by Alex Eala. And now we have love 30 on the Paolini serve. And again, I think the thing that's impressed me most with Alex is just her overall composure and mental toughness. Serve out wide, but oh, the return just dragged wide by Alex. She sent that backhand cross when it was the right idea, but just a bit too far. But it's 15-30. Still a bit of a chance here for Alex if she's able to get this point. Oh, the first serve came in and Alex tried to be aggressive with the forehand, but sends the forehand long, and another half chance goes, but 30 all here. Good first serve from Paolini. Opens up the court well. Somehow Alex is getting the ball back. But eventually Paolini hits the forehand winner. Really nice play there from Paolini. And it's 40-30. Good serve down the tee. That's a great serve at the right time for Paolini. She takes a 3-2 lead. So at the moment, the match, the IBM Watson live likelihood to win has Jasmine at 62%. That seems a little bit too strong, but obviously she's ahead right now. Overall, I mean, I guess it's Jasmine who has had more points looking at the points total, but still on serve here in this third set. Alex will come out at 2-3. That's interesting again. I mean, it's happened quite a few times. I don't know if Alex has noticed this, but starts off 15 love for Eala, but it's off a backhand up the middle and Paolini's making a forehand error. So whatever Eala's gone with a backhand up the middle, it's happened a few times, a forehand error from Paolini. Well, this time Alex going down the tee for the serve, but again, it's out. And it's a second serve now. And Paolini just dragging that return wide. I mean, it was not a great second serve, and Paolini will be regretting that. Welcome back. $30 love. But Alex again missing a first serve, going long. Second serve lands in. Paolini does get it back. And then she goes big with the backhand up the line. That's a winner. And it's 30-15. And Alex has got to be careful here. I mean, she's getting away with some of these serves, but, she won't get it for much longer if it continues. Again, the first serve going long. This time it was just down the middle of the service box, but long. Second serve now from Alex. Lands in. Good return from Paolini and an error there from Alex. It was difficult to deal with. And now it's 30 all. And a bit of pressure here for Alex. First serve lands in, finally, and the return goes wide. It makes a difference, doesn't it, when you get that first serve in? The 96 miles per hour first serve, but it was into the body. And Paolini is anguished by that, missing that return. But 40-30 and another game point here for Alex Eala. First serve lands in, and the return goes long. 105 miles per hour first serve this time landed in. Just what she needed. And this is a tense match. I mean, I just noticed that the first two sets were exactly 51 minutes long, both the first two sets. And they finished 6-4 either way. So now 3 games all, and it is Jasmine Paolini to serve. Serve lands in, comes back from Alex. Ooh, Alex tries to direct that forehand up the line over the high part of this net, but it goes into the net. And it's 15 love. Indeed. Oh, drop shot now from Alex, but Paolini gets there. She tries to lob, but the lob just goes long. And it's 30 love for Paolini. Yes, it is pressure cooker time. Just feels very tense. And it feels like Alex is going to try and make some inroads on this Paolini service game. First serve lands in. That's good serve there from Paolini. And she finishes off easily with the forehand on that short ball. That scoreboard is too slow, isn't it? It's now 40 love. But that first serve, if that's going to pop up again. Oh, it's 40 love now, but problem with the scoreboard. Good aggressive return from Alex. Good aggression here, but she's not able to finish off. Now she goes for the drop shot, and it works out. Paolini got there, but tries to be cute and sends her little ball into the net. Risky shot there from Alex, but she comes out on top. And it was Paolini comes out on top there. She takes that game, and it's 4-3. Well, what do we make of that? It is feeling like Jasmine is playing better now on serve, and Alex struggling a bit more. Obviously, she's not making too many first serves right now, and I think there's big pressure now on Alex. Probably favored slightly, and a little bit more momentum behind her after that big win against Iga. But I mean, it's been an engaging match. I would not say it's been vintage, but and I think Alex as well can play better, but it's just crunch time now. And Alex, we know she's a great fighter. She's mentally strong, but so is Jasmine Paolini, and she has the experience. She's been in 2 major finals before. She's been at this stage before. Alex Eala hasn't. This is the first time she's been in the 4th round of a slam. Although, of course, Alex, she's been in other big tournaments. She did beat Jasmine Paolini in a WTA 1000 event. So let's see what happens. Oh, this time the net cord working in favor of Jasmine Paolini. She takes a love 15 lead now. But this time Alex follows it up with an ace. Ace from Alex Eala down the tee. Second ace of the match for the Filipina. It is 15-all. Yes, well watched by Alex, who had to finish off with a smash after that high lob from Jasmine Paolini. It is 30-15. 30-15. Alex going big on that first serve again down the tee, but it's out. Second serve now at 30-15. Oh, she goes out wide. That's well done, but good return there from Paolini. She read it well and went big cross court, a great angle, and Alex unable to do anything with that ball. It's 30 all. And of course, Alex does not want to get broken here, because if she does, Paolini will serve for the match. She's got to be careful here, Alex. First serve lands in, but it's returned down the middle by Paolini. Paolini up in the aggression. Alex going for the slice there. Paolini's got a chance here. And again, the backhand up the middle ends in a Paolini error. This time, though, on Paolini's backhand side. Paolini was the one being aggressive there. Alex was hanging in the rally. But again, it's Alex who comes out on top. 40-30. Lands in the serve. But chance for Paolini. Alex going for the lob. And it's deuce. And so it's deuce. Big pressure moments here for the Filipina. It's going to be a second serve. Oh, second serve down the tee, lands in. Oh, but it was returned by Paolini, and Alex Eala drags her forehand wide. It's advantage Paolini. Break point, and of course a massive one now. Alex. Big pressure for her. What's she going to do? Is she going to get the serve in? Nope, it's into the net. And a second serve now. Lands in. And the forehand into the net by Jasmine Paolini. Can you believe it? Well, I can believe it because it's happened so many times. Second deuce. Yeah, biggest point in the match so far, that, and Paolini with the error. Again, Alex's first serve into the net. And it'll be a second serve here at deuce. Oh, and again, it's long. A double fault for Alex and a crucial point. It was a pretty weak second serve, just 69 miles per hour as well. And Jasmine Paolini bouncing up and down behind the baseline. She knows this is her chance. Alex gets the first serve in, but it comes back from Jasmine. And Alex Eala sends her backhand long. She goes down the middle with it, and you don't expect her to make errors like that. And perhaps the moment getting to her, it is Jasmine Paolini who takes the lead and the break, 5-3, and she will serve for the match. And it did feel like it's been coming. So Alex, one game away from going out of Wimbledon, and Paolini one game away from the quarterfinals. But the first serve is out from Paolini. So So will be a second serve at this crucial game. Wow. Awkward return from Eala. Paolini came forward, but Eala read it and was there to finish and redirect that backhand up the line with a winner. And so it's love 15. But Alex is good on return. And it's a first serve missed by Jasmine. It's love 15. That was a slow second serve from Jasmine Paolini, and Alex aggressively took that up the line on the forehand. And she wins that point. It's love 30. And Sarah Arani watching on anxiously. Good serve down the middle, though. Down the tee, an ace from Jasmine Paolini. And what a time to do it, 15:30. Yeah, 15:30. And again, a missed first serve from the Italian player. Alex waits just inside the baseline for this second serve. Oh, the backhand return goes into the net, though. And she puts her hands on her hips. She can't believe she's let that opportunity slip. And it's 30-all. Paolini just 2 points away from the match. First serve lands in from Paolini. Decent return, though, from Alex. But she goes big with that forehand and sends it long. After the good return, that was a wild forehand from Alex Eala. 2 hours, 21 minutes on the clock. And we have a match point for Jasmine Paolini, the former Wimbledon finalist. 40-30. Alex's return is just wide. And it's Jasmine Paolini who progresses to the quarterfinals with a 6-4, 4-6, 6-3 win. And that's the end of the journey for Alex Eala. But I think in the end, it was Jasmine Paolini, the deserved winner. She was a more aggressive player. And as the match went on in that third set, it felt like she was better in the balance of play. And Alex was never really at her best. She was fighting well. But in the end, it is the Italian who moves through to the quarterfinals. Disappointment for Alex, but this was just her second Wimbledon main draw, and she made it through to the fourth round. Just not able to keep up that momentum after that great win, of course, against Iga Swiatek in the third round. But Alex should probably keep her head held high. She will probably have a nice break now before the North American hardcourt swing, where, of course, she can certainly do well there. But in the end, it's a win for the Italian. The crowd give Alex Eala a round of applause, and she gives them kisses, blows them kisses, and does a little love heart symbol. But she smiles as she leaves, clearly disappointed, but not heartbroken. I think she realizes it was, probably could have played better, but it just wasn't to be. 2 hours, 21 minutes was that match, and a 3-set victory for Jasmine Paolini. And now Paolini is speaking. Well, and yeah, Jasmine just saying she feels so lucky to play in this court. And she shouts out Roger Federer. She says she's so happy to win in front of Roger Federer because he's her idol. So yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, she's giving thanks to the crowd. And that's it. And certainly, yeah, it was certainly in that third set, Jasmine pulled away and she deserved the win. And I think Alex just also never really got going on serve. She never really was able to have extended periods of great play. She didn't play her best tennis. She did well, I thought, mentally at points, but just wasn't to be. And as I say, only second time in the main draw at Wimbledon for Alex. And she's made the fourth round here. Still much more to look forward to in her career. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining this. It's been fun. Disappointment for many of our viewers with the result, but hopefully we'll be giving you more live watch-alongs for other matches and other content, and probably maybe talking about this match as well. But yeah, we've also got Naomi Osaka still in the draw. She'll be taking on Karolina Muchova. And that'll be tomorrow. Waiting to see when that will be, but hopefully be giving you coverage of that one too. In fact, it's going to be on court 1. It's just found that out. I think it's going to be the second match on court 1. So we'll be looking forward to that one, Osaka versus Muchova. Anyway, it wasn't to be for Alex, but thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you soon. And there's just a comment there to finish off. Thanks for watching again, Amenshu Yamamoto. It's been a pleasure. And I have to go now, but I'll see you again soon, hopefully.